Hi. Sorry I'm a bit late. I was just now launching the game. I got stuck watching YouTube. Like you do. But we are playing Galactic Civilizations 2 today for game 160. And it's actually doing first time setup now. It'll take just a while. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. So, I'm doing good. How's everyone else? It's Friday for Friday for everyone, pretty much. So, for me, it means pizza. I am full of it. I am full of pizza. Oh my god, it's taking longer than I expected. I apologize. Should be launching now. Should be. Yes. But is it gonna capture it though? Well, the answer is probably not.
Long ago, powerful beings fought a desperate civil war across the galaxy.
Just a sec. There you go.
The noble Arnor.
Oh, I didn't want to skip it. Wanted to close that one. Well, poop. My god, the resolution. Can I even have... I can't even have the resolution I need. This is the highest it goes. Wait, no, is it? Oh! Hey! Got him. Under mouse. Oh, that's fine. Cool, can I see the thing? Oh, really? I need to restart the game for that to work. Just give me a moment. Give me a fucking moment. Please. I wonder if...
Long ago, powerful
Yes.
beings fought a desperate civil war
I wanna
across
see
the
this.
galaxy. The noble Arnor and the evil Dreadlords fought to within inches of final victory for the Dreadlords.
What the shit?
And then suddenly, they vanished. Their departure opened the door to the younger civilizations to make their way into the galaxy, but their progress was slow, for their ability to move great distances was limited by the Stargates. The Stargates could only send ships between any two of them. The rise of the youngest race, humanity, on Earth in the 22nd century led to a discovery that would shatter the interstellar balance: hyperdrive. With this technology, ships could travel great distances on their own. Now, the younger races have found themselves in a race to explore, expand, colonize, and ultimately conquer the galaxy.
So this is a really old game, apparently.
But as they will soon learn, there are far worse things in the universe than each other.
Galactic Civilizations 2 Dreadlords. So, this is the Endless Universe version, aka the Ultimate Edition. It has all the expansions. Can't remember the names. I read them yesterday or this morning. Don't show this again. Thank you. So. Tutorials? Oh, that's a lot of tutorials. Custom races? Oh, yeah. Oh, these are videos.
The first thing you will see when you load Galactic Civilizations 2 is the title window. From here, you can choose to start a brand new game, load a saved game, play through the Dreadlords campaign, or even play a game logged into the metaverse where your conquests can be recorded and shared with your fellow galactic rulers throughout the online universe. You may also change your options, view the credits, or quit the game from here as well. If you are currently in the middle of a game, you will have the choice to continue your game from here. Since you are watching this, we will assume that you have already found the tutorials button. Remember, you can come back to the tutorials screen at any time, even in the middle of a game, so don't worry about remembering everything you learned the first time. With that, let's start our first game.
Well, do I really... I'm not gonna look at all of these, honestly. We're gonna do the campaign. Yeah, so Dreadlords is the game itself. Then we have Dark Avatar and Twilight of the Arnor. Oh my god, that's a lot of text. Okay. A long time ago, before humans walked the Earth, there was a powerful spacefaring civilization that we've come to call the Precursors. When younger civilizations started to thrive in their primitive states, the Precursors were split on how to react to them. One group wanted to nurture them and guide them to their destiny amongst the stars. The other group wanted to enslave them. This difference in opinion led to a civil war between the faction known as the Arnor and the Dreadlords. These beings were immensely powerful and frighteningly advanced. Their war waged across the galaxy for thousands of years. The Dreadlords were on the verge of final victory when suddenly, both the Arnor and Dreadlords vanished from known space. Over thousands of years, the younger civilizations started making it into the stars on their own. Their progress was greatly accelerated when humans discovered hyperdrive technology. Hyperdrive allowed individual ships to travel great distances independently. At first, the galaxy was filled with activity as each of the galactic civilizations sent out colony ships to explore and expand. Each civilization came into more intimate contact with other civilizations, and slowly the galaxy began to divide on ideological lines, as if history were repeating itself. On the one hand, humanity had built a coalition of civilizations that looked for open trade, free expression, and peaceful coexistence. At the opposite end of the spectrum, the evil Drengin Empire looked to deal with the galaxy much as they had dealt with their own homeworld thousands of years ago, by exterminating all rivals to their power, making an alliance of convenience with the Yor. The Drengin Alliance has become an immensely powerful foe. Peace has been maintained by the diplomatic victory of bringing the Archean Empire onto our side. The Archean Empire are nearly as powerful as the Drengin Empire, but last month the Drengin Empire launched a massive surprise attack on the Archean Empire, which devastated much of their fleet. While the tide of war is not strongly against us, the Drengin have made clear that they will not stop until they have conquered the coalition of the Terran Alliance, Archean Empire, and Altarian Republic. Continue. An unexpected visitor. Colonel Bradley of the Terran Alliance Navy has reported that while visiting precursor ruins on Epsilon 3, a mysterious figure approached him and told him of a planet where precursor technology has been left behind. Moreover, he says that the Dragon Empire has become obsessed with finding precursor technology in recent years and is likely already on the world and in possession of the artifacts. According to the report, one of the planets in the sector has a temple that contains a holocron that will give us the location of the world that has the powerful precursor artifact. We must take control of all 3 planets in this sector to ensure that we discover the location of this lost precursor world. There's an Altarian outpost in this sector and they will aid us in our endeavor. What is this amount of fucking difficulty levels? Cakewalk, easy, simple, beginner, normal, challenging, tough, painful, crippling, masochistic, obscene, suicidal. Wow. Yeah, normal is absolutely fine. What the fuck? Terran Alliance, Chinakase here. Sure. I just wanna play, honestly. There has been enough reading already. It's loading, loading, loading. At least I hope it's loading. Yes, it is. Let's go. Kutskene. Looks kind of cool. Whoa! That's a lot of stuff. Select the technology to research. Wait, what happened? Where did my... Oh. I'm assuming these colored ones are already researched. Now researching new propulsion techniques. Oh, we're already... Xenoethics. By which ethical philosophy we are going to fix it. Maybe I should have watched the tutorials. Fuck. There's a lot of stuff. Ology victory. Done. How did I end up in options? There are mods for these games? This game, I mean. Continue? I have no idea what I'm doing. Are you surprised? I'm not. someone else.
To begin a standard game of Galactic Civilizations 2, simply select the New Game button on the main title screen. This will bring us to the Galaxy Setup screen. The first thing to decide is what size galaxy you wish to play in. You can choose from tiny to gigantic. The size of the galaxy can greatly affect how long a game may take. For example, you can play a tiny galaxy in an afternoon, but a gigantic galaxy can take days or even weeks. You may even choose random, for when you're ready for anything. Under Galaxy Size, you also have the choice to load custom star maps. Next to Galaxy Size, you will see the Scenarios area. Here you can choose from a list of pre-designed scenarios or scenarios you have downloaded from www.galciv2.com. Scenarios are custom maps that have set victory and story conditions. For our tutorials, we will leave this on normal, with all the victory conditions enabled. Below, you will see the Galaxy Setting area.
And send
With these settings,
mortality.
you can greatly change the game experience by adjusting what will make up the galaxy. As you become a more advanced player, you'll want to experiment with these settings, depending on what types of galaxies you find the most fun. For these tutorials, we will leave them on the default settings. When we are happy with our galaxy, we will hit Next. Now we have to choose what race we want to play. Galactic Civilizations 2 includes 10 default races, each with its own bonuses and characteristics. Simply click on the portraits to see details and descriptions. If you wish, you can create your own custom civilization by selecting the Custom Race portrait in the upper right corner of the screen. We will show you how to create a custom race in a later tutorial. For now, we'll go with what we know and select the Terran Alliance. Now that we have selected our race, we click Next. You will see the Customize Your Civilization screen. Even if you select one of the default races, you will still have the option to customize your civilization quite a bit. You can change your race portrait, your civilization's logo, and even change your race's name or leader. Most importantly, you can customize your race's abilities or political party. Each of these will affect your race's bonuses and can be incredibly useful as you develop a preferred way of playing. See the custom race tutorial for more details. Again, for this tutorial, we will use the default Terran settings. Now we click Next. Here we need to choose our opponents. These are the races that will join you in the galaxy. You can select up to 9 other races to join you. To select a race, simply click on its portrait. You will see a summary of their characteristics, as well as their default intelligence and your default relationship with them. By changing these settings, you can add a lot of variety to your galaxy. Once more, we will leave all the settings on their defaults. For our tutorial game, we will select only 3 races. We will select the Drengen, who are aggressive and somewhat evil. To balance them, we will select the Altarians, who are naturally good. And to top it off, we'll throw in the Taurians. This will give us a nice cross-section of races and make it possible for us to establish several different types of relationships in our game. If you have accidentally selected a civilization you do not wish to include in the game, simply click on their portrait and select the Disable button. Our last step in beginning a game is to set the game's overall difficulty. Since this is a tutorial, we will set our difficulty to beginner. As you become a more advanced player, you will want to increase the difficulty for an even greater challenge. Now we're ready to begin our game in truth. When you're ready to take the plunge, simply click on the Next button to begin the game.
Hello? Oh.
When the game begins, the main control console will appear.
What?
The first screen that will come up will be the quarterly report. This will introduce you to the galaxy. The quarterly report will come up every 12 weeks, letting you know how your civilization is doing and giving you advice on what can help you advance. If you do not wish to see these reports, simply uncheck Show Quarterly Reports. If you ever want them back, you can enable them again in the Options screen. Once you dismiss the quarterly report window, the research screen will appear. Here, you will select the first technology you wish to research. This can vary, depending on what your goals are in each game. For this example, we will select Universal Translator to make sure we're ready when we meet our galactic neighbors. In our next tutorial, we will give you a detailed guide to the research screen. but for the moment, we will select Done. Next, you will see the Planet Management window. Here, you will set up the planetary improvements that will allow your world to prosper. It is very important that you start developing your homeworld in the first turn, because it will be the source of all your production and research. When you have set up your homeworld, you are ready to begin your expansion into the galaxy. When you select Done, you will be taken to the main star map again, where you can begin moving your ships and exploring the star system. Now you know what you must do in the first turn of the game. When the game begins, the main
Oh. Okay. So... How am I ending up in the fucking... Oh, there we go. Yeah, this looks more like actual game now. Civilization manager? Nope. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So, domestic stats? Nope. How do I... Sneak? Why is it called sneak though? Oh, there we go. So... Farm increases population cap? There's 1 billion. Next 12 billion. Happiness, economic output. What I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Prairie. Sector suitable for building. 100% research bonus. Artifacts from a long extinct race are especially well preserved in this quadrant, making it a good location for research. Oh. So this actually kinda matters. For soil enhancement to be usable. Turn. What? Oh. Can I use WASD? I cannot. Oh. Auto explore? Sure, why not? Quick save. Menu. Help.
As we have seen, one of the first screens you will see when beginning a game is the research screen. At any point in the game, you can return to it by selecting the research button on the main control console. The research screen is a simple but very important tool in advancing your empire's knowledge. Here, you can decide what your civilization's research facilities and personnel are pursuing. The first thing you will notice when looking at the research screen is the list of available technologies in the upper left-hand corner. Any technology in this list is immediately available for research. To choose an item to research, simply select it from the list. When you select an item to research, a description of it will appear, as well as a list of the benefits it will bring to your civilization and future technologies it will allow you to research. Here, you can also see how long it will take you to research at your current research production level. You can decrease this time by building more research facilities or allocating more of your civilization's spending to research. See the domestic
sense.
policy tutorial for more about spending. The bottom portion of the screen is the Tech Tree Navigator. Here you can view the entire technology tree, allowing you to plan your research strategy. You can move around the navigator by dragging with your left mouse button. You can also select technologies you wish to research in the navigator. If you find that you prefer to browse technologies with the navigator, you can expand it to take up the entire research screen by simply clicking on the More button. Under the navigator,
More.
you can see what you are currently researching, as well as its progress. You will also find buttons that will allow you to show or hide previously researched or future technologies. If you wish to restore the default view, simply select the Less button. Research is the key to growth and prosperity in the galaxy. Each branch of the technology tree unlocks many treasures. If you wish your civilization to prosper through trade and culture, you will want to research the Xeno-Communications branch. If your goal is to conquer the galaxy through force, you will want to put your efforts into galactic warfare. You can even achieve a technological victory via the long, expensive road that is the research branch of the tech tree. Most often you will want to spread your research spending around. A technologically balanced empire will almost always triumph over a specialized one.
So yeah, this is pretty much going as these types of games usually go on my streams. It's just either watching or playing the tutorial or reading the tutorial even for like 2 hours.
At the beginning of each game, you will need to manage your homeworld. As you acquire more worlds via colonization, conquest, or culture, you will need to manage them as well. This is done with the colony management screen. You can reach this screen at any time in the game by selecting a planet that you control and clicking on View in the Planet Context display, or simply by double-clicking on the planet itself. On the colony management screen, you will see all the important details of the planet. In the top portion of the screen, you will see a great deal of useful information, including the planet's population, its military, social, and research production levels, as well as food production, influence, approval, income, spending, and maintenance. You can even see what is affecting your approval and influence by mousing over each. Below, you will see the planet's surface. Here is where you will determine what you wish to build on your planets. In this tutorial, we will be setting up our homeworld, as you will do at the beginning of each game, and the same guidelines apply to any planet you control. The planet map is made up of quadrants. The green quadrants are usable land. Sometimes a planet will have land that can be made usable through advanced planetary improvement techniques such as soil enhancement. These will be yellow, orange, or red. Usable quadrants will oftentimes have bonuses, making an area well suited to a particular type of improvement. Keep an eye out for these, as they can help you make a good world a great one. To the right of the screen is the available projects list. Here you will see a list of planetary improvements that you have at your disposal. As you research further up the technology tree, more advanced projects will become available. To increase the production, population, and influence of a planet, you will need to build or buy these projects. You can build a project by selecting a quadrant on the map, then selecting the project you wish to build, then clicking on the Build button. You may also simply double-click on a project and it will be placed in the next available quadrant. When you have selected quadrants, the context area in the bottom left of the window will show you a description of the area as well as any bonuses that it may have. When you select a project from the list, the context areas will show how long it will take to complete, as well as the benefits and cost it will bring to your colony. Once you have selected a project to build, it will appear in the build queue. Here you will see a list of the projects your planet is building, as well as their order and the time it will take to complete. The time is based on your planet's production ability, as well as your civilization's social production spending. See Domestic Policy tutorial for more details. You may also move items up and down the queue list with the arrow buttons, or remove them from the list with the X. Sometimes it is more beneficial to you to purchase projects. You do this the same way as building them, except you select the Buy button. When you buy an improvement, you will be given several payment options. You can choose what works best for you, but keep in mind that leasing items can quickly become a burden on your economy. Once you have bought a project, your planet will begin using it immediately. As you develop your colonies, you may wish to keep track of the total effects of the improvements you have built or purchased. By clicking on the Summary button, You will be able to view the bonuses and costs of each improvement on the planet, as well as the total effects of the planet's improvements as a whole. If you wish to learn more about your world, you can click on the Details button. Here you will see a description of your world, as well as many useful facts. You can also rename your planet, set it as your homeworld, or even destroy the colony for good from the Planet Details screen. The Governor button will even let you automate future planetary improvements. If your planet has a starport, you will see the Build Ship button available in the upper right corner of the screen, along with what your starport is building and how long it will take to complete. See the Building Ships tutorial for more information about the starport. Now you know your way around the planet management screen. There are many ways to develop a world, and you will find your own favorites as you advance in the game. Here are some basic guidelines to keep in mind. If you wish to have a manufacturing planet that will allow you to produce ships and projects quickly, build more factories. If you want a world that will advance your research, build labs. If you want your population to grow, build farms.
Makes sense.
If you want a financial mecca, you can add market centers. Remember that your people need to be entertained to keep morale up, so don't forget to build entertainment projects as well. In the early game, you will want to develop balanced worlds, but as your civilization expands, you may wish to specialize your worlds. You can even set a colony to focus production spending on either military, social, or research. This will ensure that at least some of the planet's production is being used on the selected field, even if your domestic spending is focused on something else. This world is now on its way to prosperity.
Hell yeah, prosperity. There's a lot of stuff. We're gonna keep going.
One of the nice new features of Galactic Civilizations 2 is the 3D star map. The 3D star map allows you to quickly move around the galaxy. You can pan, you can rotate by holding the middle mouse button, and you can drag by holding the left mouse button. There are also quick views. Quick views are accessible by pressing the 1, 2, 3, or 4 keys on your keyboard. 4 will even give you that top-down GalCiv 1 classic feeling. One of the most useful new tools in GalCiv 2 is the tactical map. The tactical map is accessible by zooming out far enough. You can zoom in and out with your scroll wheel and by pressing plus or minus on the keyboard. The zoom level can be adjusted in Options, available from the main menu. You can see here that the tactical view allows you to see the opponent ships, the resources, anomalies, different planets, as well as move your ships around. You can actually play from this view if you like. It also gives you the most useful way to see your empire and its overall standing in the galaxy. So with that, go forth and conquer.
I shall.
Colonizing uninhabited worlds is the simplest way to expand your empire. In the early part of the game, you will want to put most of your civilization's resources into colonization, for if you do not, other races in the galaxy certainly will. To colonize a world, you only need 2 things: an unclaimed habitable planet and a colony ship. Your civilization will start the game with 1 colony ship, as well as the technology required to build more. Here we have our starting colony ship, poised to colonize a new world. You can build a colony ship on any planet that has a starport. You can do this through the starport screen, or through the quick build list. You may also purchase ships. If you choose to do so, you will be given several payment options. Be careful, starships are expensive. Once you have built a colony ship, it will appear in orbit around your planet. Here we see one that was recently completed. You can launch it from orbit by selecting it and pressing the launch button, or by double-clicking on the ship. When you launch a colony ship from orbit, you will be prompted to load it. The more people you send to your new worlds, the more they will be able to accomplish when they get there, and the faster the planet will grow. It is important to note that you can only put as many citizens on a colony ship as you have on the world it is launched from. Be careful not to deplete the population of your world too much, since this can damage production and income. However, on overpopulated worlds, sending citizens out to colonize can relieve population pressure and thus help raise the morale of your people. Now let's return to our original colony ship. To begin the colonization process, simply select your colony ship and right-click on the planet. Once the ship reaches the planet, you will be given the opportunity to give the planet a name. When you're done, you will be taken to the colony management screen.
New world.
You can now manage the planet as you would any other world. See the colony management tutorial for more details.
So how many more there are? Are there? 1, 2, oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Well, I don't think I need to watch the custom races.
One of the most important challenges you will
Not gonna
face
do
as
that.
leader of your civilization is economic policy. The economics window can be reached by clicking on the Domestic Policy button on the main control console. Here, you can manage both your civilization's economy and its trade practices. A healthy economy is vital to the prosperity of any civilization. Here, you can determine how much your
Tax
citizens
rate,
are taxed, as well
100%.
as how much of your overall industrial capacity is being used. Be careful, higher taxes will mean greater income, but will affect your approval rating, and if your people are unhappy, they are less productive
tax.
and more likely to revolt. Perhaps the most important part of your economy is your spending distribution. Here, you can determine what percentage of your capital you should use on military production, social production, or research. It's a good practice to keep your spending balanced, but there will always be times when you want to increase your distribution levels. Military spending will allow you to build ships faster, helping you colonize more worlds, build starbases, defend your planets, or even fight wars. Social spending will help your
Even
planets
wars.
complete social projects quickly, helping you build a strong infrastructure and increasing your production in every category. Research spending will give the great minds of your civilization the resources they need to uncover new technologies faster. This can give you the technological edge required to prosper and expand. You may also lock any of the spending categories to make sure
Live
that it is
longer and
always
prosper.
granted a certain portion of your spending.
Longer? Live
To the
long
right,
and prosper.
you will see a rundown of your income and expenses. This will let you make intelligent decisions for the future. You will also see your net income. If this is a negative number, then you are deficit spending. This can be a legitimate practice if you have sufficient funds in the treasury. Be careful. If you dip too far into the red, your citizens' morale, and thus your approval rating, will plummet. You may also monitor your trade from the Domestic Policy window. See the trade tutorial for more details. Note, you may also see your civilization's current treasury in the bottom
Doing
left
my
of the
own fun.
control console.
I think I'm good. Oh, let's play the video. Okay. What do we want? Social. Research. Fucking love research. Dun 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 dun. Oh. Oh. Oh, I accidentally colonized something. That's cool and all. 100% manufacturing bonus. Subsurface probing indicates an abundance of precious resources in this quadrant. Any manufacturing district established here would get considerable production bonus. What else do I want? What's this? A colony? We need this to launch constructed starships. Sure. Can I fly into the sun, please? Planet habitability? Uninhabitable. Shoot. Oh yeah. So, what's the goal in here? Like... Steamship until cancelled? Force AI to use max. What does that mean? Oh, this isn't the minimap. What is my goal here exactly? What do I do? What am I supposed to do? Can I even go? Yeah. And resistance. Like a key bindings. Nope. Speak to? Oh. Hi. What the fuck? Sala, how might we work together today? I have no idea. I'm done. What's this? What am I actually supposed to do? Espionage is disabled in this mission. Yeah. Can I see the mission somewhere? That'd be kinda neat. Just this one. Can't see this shit. Thing list. Oh. What if I just go explore? Oh, hello. New propulsion techniques perfected. We've got hyperdrive, the great contribution to the galaxy made by the humans. Hyperdrive is a beginning. Hyperdrive works by making use of great amounts of energy to fold space, making the absolute distance a ship travels less. To go faster, we need to come up with other ways to go faster. Basically 2 ways to increase how fast we travel. The first way is to bend space more. What the hell are you? Miss Robot? That's basically all hyperdrive does. Ships still cannot move very fast in normal space. The hyperdrive used immense amounts of energy in order to slightly warp space to make a 1 light year trip seem the same as taking a 10 million mile trip. The second way to make ships travel faster is to increase how fast they move in normal space. Bigger thrusters and what have you. We have some great ideas that with some good research grants will allow us to come up with much more advanced stuff. New ship components, Hyperdrive Plus, Future Tech's Ion Drive. Interstellar travel and gravity channeling? Sure. Yeah. Basic farm, yay! Artificial gravity perfected. Artificial gravity is a technology that is the direct result of having immense amounts of energy at hand. Applications of artificial gravity are both obvious and subtle. The obvious application is that ships can now travel for extended periods through space with native gravity levels without compromising the ship design with fragile and unreliable physical motion devices. i.e., ships do not have to spin their hulls to maintain gravity. Right. Historical fleets of the Drengen Empire and the Archean Empire in the pre-artificial gravity era are very obvious. The hull spin on a superconducting pivot, powered by regulated microbursts of thrust to keep the spinning consistent. Needless to say, these ships would not be reliable in battle. The Drengen fleet that conquered the Taurian homeworld in the pre-hyperdrive era were all without artificial gravity and relied on a stargate that still resulted in a travel time of nearly a year. Few of the troop carriers in that journey had a malfunction in their rotational axis control during the journey, resulting in having over 25,000 Drengen shock troops having to live out their remaining lives in space. Fortunately, the lives of those Drengen shock troops was short, since they were soon converted into fuel. Other key use is that it can be used to channel gravity on planets, which allows for more serious planetary improvement. Terran Alliance continues progressed. Terran Alliance Statistics Agency has rated us a 0 in our military strength. We ideally want a rating of 0 or higher to be militarily competitive, while our economy is rated at 100. Meanwhile, we control 0% of the galactic resources that we are aware of. Wow. I'm just basically following this. Xenoengineering perfected. Oh sure, let's just send a big old colony ship to some distant world with 500,000 people on board, stuffed into little containers, and it'll be alright. Not likely. Even if we choose nice worlds to colonize, 500,000 people would quickly starve to death and die off before they can even think about how a colony would support itself in the short term. That's where engineering comes in. We have put together a small set of basic technologies that will help a colony survive and even prosper. Sure. Galactic achievement created. Major breakthrough on planet Midos 2, sorry. The second, actually. A report has come in that the Altarian Resistance have built a social matrix. The what now? The fuck is Midos 3? The second. Empire currently represents 31% of the galactic population while doing 11% of the research. And the rating is 0. Technology 33, economic 88. 0% of our income to maintain. That's changed by 1.8 billion over the past year. Our approval with the people is at 100%. Let's go. Interstellar construction. The ability to design containers that are required to travel immense distances and survive extended periods of time in the vacuum of space is no trivial task. Prior to space travel, civilizations with a lively tradition of science fiction tended to downplay or completely ignore what precisely was involved in producing things that travel from star to star. Space, as is well known, is big. It's mind-bogglingly big. Mind-boggling big. It is not nearly as empty as people believe. As early space explorers learned often the hard way, traveling even between planets is hazardous. Many early engineers focused almost totally on the propulsion of a ship rather than the actual construction of a ship. Many engineers, space travel was essentially putting either robots or organic travelers into a metal box and attaching propulsion. Not so at all. First, these metal tubes in the vacuum of space are subjected to radiations that could scarcely be imagined by terrestrial scientists. Secondly, once outside the gravity well of a planet system, the metal tubes were routinely subjected to micrometeorites, flecks of asteroids or bits of metal flying through space at hundreds of meters per second. That's fast as fuck. The very secrets of life and universe itself. Sure, why not? Nobody likes these terms, Xeno research, but it was the only term that everyone could agree on. We have put ourselves on a track in which we're no longer merely researching things for our home world, but for an entire galactic civilization. These technologies are set apart in that they can be applied to many different worlds, environments, and even different species of sentient creatures. Galaxy is a relatively quiet place. Power is concentrated in the hands of a few civilizations vying to expand their reach. We are currently considered a good civilization with a military rating of 0 and an economic rating of 76. We have 2 colonies and our leader Jenna Casey has an approval rating of 99. Oh, it has gone down by 1. Currently receives 0 per month due to fighters which have arrived from other civilizations. That's cool and all. A wormhole? For the past year we've seen our civilization's population dramatically increase. Today it stands at a resounding 9.2 billion people. Considering that only a year ago it was at 6 billion, that is a pretty staggering growth. Yeah, it is. Of course, critics of this report point out that people can't possibly be born at that rate, and that what we're really seeing is a greater number of people reporting access to the government due to the newly colonized world starting to prosper. Regardless of the causes, we have 3.2 billion more people than we had before paying taxes. I mean, great? Question mark? Yes. Survey vessels can explore anomalies. Fuck. Where the fuck are you going? I'm going the other way now. Alright, let's build some things. Build ship. Well, shit. I find stuff, it's what I do. That looks cool, dude. Base spider? Obsolete. So, how do I bet it's a research. Extreme entertainment. Dream Stadium Ultra Spices? Hell yeah. Virtual reality. What? A 0-point armor? How does one build surveyors? We only have colony ships, constructors, scouts, and space miners. Nothing. You can actually make your own things. Oh. Are these like compartments where people actually can be in? You'd think they'd get all dizzy with all the rotating. What do I eat? Oh, let's go to this progress. Huh. What? I forgot what the mission was and now I can find a way to look it up. Hence. Victory. There we go. Through. Take the Drangin planets into squadron to protect our outpost. Victory 85. Okay, so we need to build some ships. We don't have warships though. Like even available to build. Center one space remains. I don't get it. Some dumb as fuck. Basic farm, basic farm. Total attack 0. Who don't care? Huh? Once we believed we were the only intelligent life out there. Or well, maybe not the only intelligent life, but the only intelligent life we'd ever have to deal with. Then came the Stargates, and while we knew there was intelligent life out there that could potentially be considered dangerous or be conquered by us, it wasn't really feasible. Today at the International Consortium, we have concluded the necessity of setting up a research center to start pondering what to do about hyperdrive. Next step is space militarization, which will take us from theory to engineering. Hi, Uga! What's up, man? I'm bored out of my mind here. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. How's it going? It's going. The music just like stopped. Galaxy has become an increasingly violent place. The Drangin Empire and the Alteran Resistance are at war. Just wanted to say hello and I hope you have a wonderful stream. Take care. Thanks, man. I hope you have a good day as well. Gotta go now. Adios. Fucking bye. The Alteran Resistance seem to be winning the war. The Drangin Empire will need help to survive or hope for mercy from their enemies. Hey, let's go. Dude, this auto explorer sucks. Not that it really matters, but was. What has come in? The Terran Alliance have built a innovation complex. I've built an innovation complex? Right. Okay. Here's the arrow keys. Oh. Of course not. $17 billion. That's a lot of people, huh? Wait, actually, how big is the population max? 40? Hey, McMuffins, what up, man? How's it going? Oh, that's our total. Oil enhancement? Huh? Man, this game is so confusing. Space is big, really quite absolutely huge. It's so big that one might argue that it has some sort of inferiority complex. It's as if it's just saying, hey, look at me, I'm big. Bigness gives rise to all kinds of problems for us. One of these problems is that it's big enough to contain other intelligent life forms. Use the term intelligent loosely. For no matter how big the universe is, there are other beings who will want what you have. Once we plan to hand it over, we will need to defend ourselves. This comes in the form of putting things on our ships that keep them from being damaged, as well as putting things on them that will cause harm to our enemy ships. And so that is where space militarization comes in. Now we can go down the path, researching weapons and defenses for our vessels. Well, yeah, but how do I build... How do I build like actual military ships? We'll only have these 4 and none of these have attack. Oh, I didn't wanna... Oh. I don't wanna do no. Oh well. Guess I'm building a space miner now. Mining starter? What the f... Yes. Oh, it's not on habitat. Altered resistant. Good fucking lord. Yeah, I don't think I'll be playing this for very long. Aura? I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Report has come in that the Alteran Resistance have built an orbital command center. Oh yeah, about those. Which ones are farms? These ones? No. Hmm? What? Basic star point. All ships in orbit will be used to defend something. Enough food to feed 2 billion more people. Basic farm. Orbital command center is designed to coordinate the defense of a planet by having all the ships in orbit work together for the defense of the planet. Okay. Bing. Increases population growth. During good economic times, populations can increase dramatically. The recruiting center makes it easier for people to register for service, which increases our official population. Why would I want more? I already have like 19 billion people total. There. Why the fuck not? Where did I see the... Oh, there it is. Quadrant? Oh. What's this? I don't know what this means. Cool. Oh no, my approval rating is going down. I'm saying the Senate, which makes it harder for our leader to maintain a majority in the Senate. Things are currently looking favorable. Arkansas. That's cool and all. I'll just do... Oh, this is -2. This is not a friendly place. It's unfriendly to the extreme. First, if you try to take a stroll around it, you will die. Which, needless to say, could be considered rather rude. Even if you manage to wade around in space inside a hollowed out piece of metal, you're bound to run into others wading around in their pieces of hollowed out metal trying to kill you. To that end, we have come up with some thoughts on weapons. We come up with 3 basic types of weapons. First, you've got mass traps. Bullets are mass traps. Been using them for a long time. Cannons in space and all that. The second type is missile technology. We know about missiles. Explosive charges put on the end of some sort of guided propulsion. Very good stuff. Lastly, there's beam weapons. Beam weapons we have some idea of as well. Shoot streams of energy into the enemy ship and hope it blows up. Our next step is to focus on those 3 areas and start getting some weapons. For self-defense, of course. Yeah! Self-defense, yeah! Sure. Like, I'm just trying to figure out how to make other ships than the 4 we have now. I really don't get it. Sorry, I'm really like zoning out. Don't get it. Beyond mortality. Huh. Oh yeah. Where was I supposed to change the spending? Not here. No, not menu. Domestic stats? Yeah, this way. Research, bitch. Tourism? Sure. Espionage spending? Yeah, that isn't even available. Yeah. Good lord. We lost to see planets on the moon. Epic. Still bigger fleet, still more starbase. Huh? I'm fucking loaded. Lucy, wake up! I don't like this. Lucy, wake up! The fuck is this? Uninhabitable. What do you mean? It's fine. The ability to put more ships in our fleets and support more starbases will give us a critical strategic advantage. There's power in numbers, also it will prevent us from feeling too lonely out in space. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for a technology victory. Like, I don't even care. That's not the goal. Just gonna auto-explore this place. To research new technologies, our scientists must have places to work. We have discovered a new type of research and engineering facility that should allow for much more efficient technology research. We should look to build these on our planet. Oh. So, trade between civilizations can bring in vast amounts of revenue. Vast amounts revenue? Vast amounts of revenue? For the government via taxation of those trade routes. In essence, the government charters a freighter, by building a freighter, sends it to a destination star system, and then on the private sector picks up the route and sends it back and forth. The number of trade routes is very limited. This is because civilizations tend to be very concerned with competition from alien products and services. Through technology we can find ways to persuade other civilizations to ease these restrictions. The further away trade route is, the more valuable it is. However, the amount a trade route brings in per month increases the further along the route to mini fighters. That's all kinda gibberish to me, but okay. This is probably the worst stream I've ever done. Just doing anything. Not really. Report has calmed the Deltarian resistance of building dark energy lab. Abanet. My approval is just going down. That's okay. The Research Academy is a marvel unto itself. Most people don't realize just how large in terms of square miles these kinds of buildings are. They're not simply a building, they're cities unto themselves dedicated to research. Constructing these where possible will increase how fast we can obtain new technologies. Oh shit. Just realized I was supposed to... Oh. The research program has continued to bring our civilization great triumphs. For instance, we have just begun researching Impulse Drive Mark II. Yelly is Mew. Power resistant. Oh wow. Oh wow, they have a lot of stuff. How do we have no technologies? What's going on? Never? What do you mean never? Upgrade time never. What? Why is all of this never? What's happening? Never is a long time, you know. We need 2.3 billion people. Can you stop fucking? You really don't need more people. Already been here, buddy. Why are you doing this? One third of the galactic population? 7%. Culture War status report. We have 30% of the overall galactic influence. If virtually the entire galaxy falls under the influence of a dominant culture, that civilization becomes the... Fuck, I forget how to pronounce it. Hegemon? Galaxy, since no civilization would be able to muster an effective military resistance at that point. Our statisticians are calculating this value based on sector influence, not just planetary influence. Build starbases with cultural exchange centers. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this here because this is just not fun for me. So, a few more turns wouldn't hurt. Are you sure you want to quit? Yes, I am in fact sure. So usually I like to get to at least 2 hours. I'm just so extremely tired right now. I don't think there's any point to that, so I'll leave this here, and in a few hours I'll be playing the third part of Galactic Civilizations. Hopefully that's better. Probably not, but I'm doing it anyway. So yeah. But I haven't even installed it yet. Anyway, yeah, I'll leave this here, so hopefully I'll see at least some of you in the next one. Bye bye.